We have some developing news regarding financier Michael Milken. Now, the White House announced a short time ago that President Trump has given a full pardon to Milken. He, of course, was the face of a series of insider trading scandals in the 1980s. Milken was initially sentenced to 10 years in prison over securities law violations. That was later reduced to 2 years after cooperating with law enforcement. But now his record is officially clean. Yahoo Finance's Hahm, Blikre, and Dan Howley are back to weigh in. And Melody, what's your reaction to this, just in terms of the fact that his slate is now totally clean after this pardon?
Well, totally clean. He's 73. He just released a statement saying that he celebrated his 51st wedding anniversary. He seemed to be living just a fine life. And the chatter actually on Twitter right now is that, the Milken conference that we actually attend every single year here in Los Angeles, the association of his existence and what he did contribute to the financial world sort of kept going on, right? Like, despite the fact that he did go to jail for 2 years for racketeering, securities fraud, ultimately, I don't think it impacted his wealth, his contributions necessarily. And we are seeing a statement from Trump's press secretary, Stephanie Grisham, who said, Mr. Milken, either personally or through foundations he created, has provided hundreds of millions of dollars in critical funding to medical research, education, and disadvantaged children. And she specifically points out that he did contribute a lot to prostate cancer research and trying to develop different kinds of drug developments there. Seana, I want to point out that, yes, a lot of these folks who are pardoned, I don't necessarily know if it changes the fact that he can't actually operate in the securities industry. He was banned for life, and it's still to be determined whether or not that will be reversed.
Jared, what are your thoughts? Because like Melody was saying, he did become known for his charitable giving. He did fund research into cancer treatments, other illnesses as well. So do you think that somehow played a role in this?
Yeah, well, talk about rehabilitating your image. He's come a long way over the last 30 years. He was largely vilified in the early 90s after he made something like $500 million in 1 year. I'll tell you what, he created the modern junk bond market as we know it, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that. I think that's part of his legacy, too, that we shouldn't forget.
Hallie, what do you think? Will this help his legacy at all?
I don't think it's necessarily going to hurt it. I think his legacy is now set, specifically because of all of his philanthropic work, as well as the conference. Now you kind of look back and forget about everything that he did. But I think for some Americans, they might look at this and think, well, it's another rich person from Wall Street getting off the hook.
Hey, investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.